Hello guys, Daniel Learmouth here, and time for a fairly large video, I suppose. Now, this is going to be two updates in one. So earlier, I went out today, and I bought games, and I will show them in just a minute. But I also have an update for the channel and what I plan to do going forward. So I'm going to separate them into two parts so that you know what to look for if you are interested in one or the other. But for now, I'm going to start out with the collection. So, earlier today I went out to Leeds, and I'm just going to say it now. It was crazy busy. I don't recall being to an event that was as busy as that, because goodness me, it was mayhem, absolute mayhem. I ended up getting 6 games, and I'm going to start out with the more contemporary ones, mainly GameCube. I did get 2 GameCube games, 3 PS1 games, and a Saturn game. Only the one, though. And the one game that I was absolutely after, I didn't get. So, that's unfortunate. But, it is what it is. Anyway, let's start out. I paid £15 for this, so let's keep that in the corner, I suppose. The Resident Evil remake, Biohazard, as it's known in Japan. Apparently, this probably contains everything. No, it doesn't. Okay, so I should explain. In the corner here, it says includes a 59-block memory card. No. The best bit is the seller put a sticker saying game complete with manual. Okay, so it has a manual, but it doesn't have the memory card that it was supposed to come with. Okay. But yeah, 2 discs. Your usual, you got your manual, you got the... Is that a sticker card? Yep, that sticker's alright. That's, there you go. Put them on your memory card. Maybe that's what it was supposed to include. Nah, whatever. Oh well. So yeah, that's that. But on the other end, we also have, if I can find where the hell this was wrapped, because whoever... Guys in York, Jesus, you wrapped this one something interesting. Or maybe you didn't, because this looks so unusual. This one was £20. And the likelihood is you could probably already tell what it was. Resident Evil 4. Now, I don't have the best history with Resident Evil 4. Oh, so that's where the memory card is! Okay. Fine. Well, at least I got the second memory card at last. So that's, again, 2 discs. And it's got all sorts of stuff in the back. And that's neat. That's the... That's 2 of the games I've been after for a little while. So, that's good. Let's do the PlayStation stuff. And we're going to start out with... wow, so they didn't even bother with the packaging on this. This one was £8. Oh yeah, did I mention that the Resident Evil 4 was £20? So that's keeping tally. That's £43? Anyway, Formula 1, because of course. And it has the Obi on it. That's neat. Now, I'll be honest, main reason I got this was because I was struggling to think of other things to buy. But bought this in the end. And, yeah, nostalgia, I suppose, because I used to have this as a kid, but the disc broke. So I couldn't play it anymore. But I play it like that, I suppose. Right. Now, time for the crazy stuff. So, how much did I pay for this? £18. So, all I can say is, if you have not heard of this game before, look it up on YouTube, and you will be confused as to what the hell it's supposed to be. This is Segare Ijiri. It's an Enix title, and can you make heads or tails of the back of this? Because I can't. Can you even make heads or tails of the front of this? Because I absolutely can't. I have seen gameplay. I have seen gameplay footage of this. It's special. So that goes there, and we got 2 more games to cover. One that is £26. I think this is the most expensive game of the lot. But it does tick one box that I've been wanting to tick for a while. So, some time back, I bought the Neverhood. It was a... or the Japanese version of it. It's the weird claymation adventure game. Did you just cough? Anyway, yeah, this is Skull Monkeys. the sequel. Clayman 2. So, yeah, that's fun. I don't know if I ever expect to do a review of the first game, although I am interested. And finally, the game that I bought for the Sega Saturn. It's £18. And somewhat topical because last week was the 24 hours of Daytona, and soon enough will be the Daytona 500 for NASCAR fans. Daytona USA. Yep. I finally bought it. Goodness knows if I'm going to get any other... Oh wow, this has been put in weird. Oh no. Whoever put the manual in this, you are special. Oh god. Everything is falling out. Don't panic. I don't know what I'm looking at here. Okay, so there's something for Panzer Dragoon. So that's something. What's on the... Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking at here. So yeah. Daytona USA. Now to work out how much I spent, because it was... money well spent, I'd say. I mean, I've got a couple of things that I've been after for a while. Some other stuff that's been particularly interesting to me. So, on the whole, I'd say that was pretty worthwhile. But now, the other half of the update, the channel update. So, you may have noticed that content hasn't been up particularly frequently. And it's been a bit of a bugbear for me as of the last few years. Especially after the first year that I've been doing Retro Import Review, back in 2020, which I started before everything went to hell and back. But now, I'm kind of wondering what direction I want the channel to go through. What direction I want the channel to go in. Because, as cool as it is doing the Retro Import stuff, it's not the only thing I want to do. I don't want to be penned into doing one thing. So, what I'm thinking of doing is modifying what I do slightly. So, Retro Import Review will still exist, and importantly, the game that I am currently in the process of reviewing, even though I've got sick of playing it on stream, Umihara Kawase, that's still being reviewed. That will be coming up sometime in February, depending on how much work I get done on it, and depending on if I can get a copy of Umihara Kawase Shun. that might end up being a March thing. And that highlights the problem that I'm having with this. So, because of how long it takes for these videos to get done, I am considering adding a thing where I do reviews of non-imports. Now, likelihood is these will primarily be PC games, but on the whole, the idea is for me to review games that interest me besides retro imports. Because there's a lot of games out there that I want to talk about and would love to do reviews on, but I haven't done writing for that sort of stuff in a long time, so I'm a little bit rusty where that's concerned, so I want to sort that out. I don't quite know what I'm going to start with if I do that. There are also other forms of video that I want to do, but that's for later down in the pipeline. I don't quite know what I'm going to be doing yet. As it is, though, that's pretty much it. So, to run it back, good bit of collection here. Two of the few GameCube Resident Evil games, a few PlayStation 1 games, including Meth and Daytona USA, and also plans in the future for doing non-imports that are PC games, pretty much. But yeah, that's basically it. So, if you want to check out what I've been up to on here, there is my the rest of my channel. Of course, my bread and butter is Retro Import Review. The most recent one was Metal Gear Solid back in December. There's also the Ace Combat games that I've reviewed. There's Gran Turismo, Katamari Damacy. There's a whole bunch of them. Go check those out. The one that I'm going to be reviewing soon, Umihara Kawase, I've done a few streams of that. Honestly, I wouldn't bother watching them. They're just me being mad. But, yeah. There's also my Twitter for keeping up to date with everything that I'm up to. There's also my Instagram, if I can be bothered to post on there. And, hot off the press, I have Blue Sky now. I will be using Blue Sky a bit more often. Hopefully. I will primarily be focusing on using it for stuff for the channel. Because I think it's worth looking... Because I think it's worth expanding my horizons on social media onto a platform that is, quite frankly, less of a burning tire fire. So, with all of that said, this has been Daniel Learmouth. City.